On November 29, 1749, there appeared before the magistrate at Stellenbosch at Drakenstein the slave Jule van den Galen of competent age, followed by his owner, the farmer Jan Laken.
A month or two ago, I was working in the garden when my owner called me inside. As I passed the kitchen, I saw him tying the hands of the woman slave, Regina van Tarnaten, with a leather strap, tight behind her back. He ordered me to lash the woman with the sjambok. Then the boss grabbed the sjambok from me and beat Regina even harder, on her back, her buttocks, her legs. He sent me back outside to work, but I could still hear her cries. When night fell, he told me to make a bed for her in the front room. She seemed in a bad way, cold, couldn't speak. But the master said she was just pretending. I took her into the parlor. I had to hold her out, and then laid her down on the bed I'd made. Early in the morning, I saw that the bed was empty. Days later, the Khoi woman Catherine, who herded the master's cattle, told us what she had found.
I passed a porcupine den on the mountainside with a terrible smell. Something dead down there. Big, maybe a person.
It was dressed in the same clothes that Regina was wearing when she was beaten and when I helped her to bed.
I am Jan Lategaan, landowner. About 2 months ago, I sent my slave, Regina van Tarnaten, to the veld to fetch wood. She did not return, so I went outside and found her asleep. I took her back to the house and lashed her with a sjambok, then ordered my slave Yuli to beat her some more. Then I sent her into the kitchen to sift flour. Later that night, this slave Regina lay down in the front room to sleep. But when I woke up, she was not there. My slave Yuli found her body some days later, and the magistrate inspected the corpse. I have nothing to add.
Given the uncertainty and the contradictory nature of the testimony, we find Jan Laken an agreed sum and order him to sell his slave, Jule van Batavia, who must never be allowed to come under Laken's ownership again.